Who you talking to? Oh, we got Fiedler. TF. How you guys doing? Oh, yeah. We have to bring that down there. Are we up? Probably go back down the 4 steps, catch my breath. Oh yeah, it's me. All me from now on. Yep, Mr. Johnson makes the decision after the tournament. Still do the radio. Yep, but they're not going to be on our radio. It's going to be hours. Weren't you a cheerleader? Are you again? You were in the football team, right? Did the football? Are you 8th, 9th grade? You are an 8th grade. When's your birthday? In 2 days? Nice. Let's see, today's Thursday, will be Saturday. I'll wish you happy birthday next week, then on the air. And good evening. Welcome to the Highliner Activity Center as we've got game 2 of our triple header, Valley City and Lisbon girls basketball tonight, our junior varsity game between the Highliners and the Broncos. And a pleasant good evening to you. Paul McDonald with you here on the Highliner Activity Network, along with our camera operator, technical director, Ray Nelson, joining us. Along with spotter, Taylor Fiedler. We are about ready for action here tonight. Valley City, they come in with a record of 4-4 in junior varsity games. And they're coming off a loss here to Carrington, 55-48. Their last time out, they have dropped 2 in a row. They've kind of been going in streaks. They win 2, they lose 2, they win 2, they've lost 2. So that means tonight they should win and start another winning streak with head coach Tara Glant. And, of course, during JV games, she's assisted by Jimmy Howard for the Highliners. And then coming up later on at 7:30, we've got the varsity, Valley City, and Lisbon. Lisbon is a Region 1 team, but this is a matchup we have had for the last several years. Well, actually, I think we took a couple years off, but this has been a matchup that we have played in past years. Of course, the head girls coach for Lisbon, Barb Sweet, her brother is former athletic director here at Valley City, Mike Schultz. And so that kind of got the whole pairing together, and they have continued on. Now we are in the same class and same region, Region 1 of Class A. We've got starting lineups coming up here in a moment, and then we'll get that opening tip. It's the Highliners and the Broncos junior varsity girls basketball coming your way from the Hack on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Katie Koka, Dakota Potrats, Katie Burchell, Madison Anderson, and Kinley Suffolcool, sophomore, freshman, sophomore, and sophomore for Valley City. The lone freshman there was Katie Burchell, the freshman here on the junior varsity game. Earlier, the C squad, they were winners here, 41-20, I believe 41-28 was the final, as the Valley City C squad winning earlier. So they're now 3-0 on the season. Coming out here for Lisbon, they got Jada Kunze. No, not that Jada Kunze. Darren Gilbert will be out there along with Riot Wertman. As they're getting the head referee is talking with our scores table and getting everything correct. We are set to go here with this JV basketball. Katie Koka will be jumping center for the Highliners, and it is won by Valley City. Suffolcool, down court pass. Here's Potrats. Dakota back off to Suffolcool. Left wing for three, off the mark. Rebound controlled by Gilbert. And her outlet knocked away, stolen. Potrats with the steal for Valley City. And then the ball is nearly stolen right back. Did she? Ooh, it went off of Lisbon. Almost looked like it might have gone off the foot of Potrats. It'll be Valley City ball on the inbounds here in the near corner. Brinley Differding also in that starting lineup here for the Broncos. Pass inside Anderson to Burchell. Burchell gives it back on the wing. Suffolcool to the free throw line. Far side, Potrats. And we've got a 3-second violation. And a turnover gives the ball over to Lisbon. Kara Tui coaching here for the Broncos. And there's a turnover on the other side. Steal by Burchell to Koka. Back to Burchell. High off the glass and count it. Burchell with the bucket off the Koka assist. City with the early advantage. 7-14 here in the first quarter. Along the far side. Bria Sweet in the front. Oh, the foul's down. And Hoff checked that. And we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow. We'll give it over to Lisbon. The Broncos will get the possession. Not even a minute gone here in the first quarter. 2-0 Valley City. Inbounds on the baseline. Hop brings it in. The ball tipped, stolen by Burchell. A race to the ball. Burchell can't get to it and then has to save it in bounds. It's on the ground. We're going to get, they call a timeout. I think Valley City got a timeout in before we had or was it to Lisbon? Actually, Lisbon got the timeout. So a timeout taken by the Broncos. 6:56 here in the first quarter. 30-second timeout. It will be Lisbon basketball, trailing 2-0. Junior varsity basketball here tonight. And the Highlanders coming in 4-4 on the year. The C squad winning earlier tonight. They're now 3-0 on this season. A lot of those, pretty much that C squad team, for the most part, is also the junior high team that went 12-1 during the season this year. So 15-1 combined for the most of those players for Coach Tom Glant, who coaches the C squad after coaching the junior varsity, or coaching the junior high. Inbounds, Hoff brings it in here for the Broncos in the backcourt. Wertman back to Hoff. Hoff still in the backcourt, passes up ahead to Gilbert. Gilbert lost it, we got a foul. Foul going to be called on Valley City. Now it's going to be on Dakota Potrats. It'll be her first team foul. Inbounds. Lisbon in possession. Jumper, far side, on the corner, no. Rebound back up, foul from behind. And that's going to be a foul on Koka. She's going to pick up her second team foul. And that's going to send Taryn Gilbert to the line to shoot 2 for the Broncos. Gilbert shooting 2. First one up, nothing but net. Gilbert, a 5'11 freshman. Bria Sweet, who also addresses junior varsity, but not playing right now. She's a junior. Well, the rest are freshmen. Second one didn't go. Burchell clears off the rebound for the Highliners. Up ahead to Potrats. Potrats into the front court. Picks up the dribble. Tried to go cross court. Did to Koka. Top the key. Suffolcool. Then her pass went right between Anderson and Potrats, and the turnover. Second one on the Highliners. 2-1, Valley City leading, 6:33 here in the first quarter. And the ball tipped into the front court, and the Birchall picks up the loose ball for Valley City. Off to Anderson, and Maddie Anderson driving through, layup good. Anderson off the steal, takes the layup all the way in, 4-1 Valley City. Wertman in the backcourt, hounded by Coca. Couple of number 4s dueling there. Lobs it into the front court, and turnover, stepping out of bounds with Differding. So the ball goes back over to Valley City. Here's Suffolk for Valley City. Pass far corner, Potratz. Dribble drive, right of the lane, in the lane. Splits the double team, scoop shot good for Dakota Potratz. Her first 2. Highlanders up 6-1. 2 minutes gone, first quarter. And we're going to have a foul there as both Coca and Potratz are in the backcourt. And this is going to go on Potratz. That's number 2 on Dakota. Third team foul. Inbounds here on the near side. Well, I have to give credit. With all the JV games in the C squad we've had so far this year, they've never on the scoreboard put the players foul after a foul. There's a shot by Coca, no. Rebound Potratz, tried outlet to Suffolk, and the ball was stolen. Turnover there for Valley City is their third. But Tess Anderson figured it out on her own. I stood there, watched her do it, because I was not any help at all. And she figured it out. So we got the players' numbers on the scoreboard. There's another steal for Valley City. Layup Coca, no, but a foul called. We'll send Katie Coe to the free throw line. And that foul is going to be called against Differding. That will be Brindley's first team foul. So Coca at the line, shooting 2. First one is good. 7-1 Valley City. Second free throw by the right-hander. Short. Birchall, rebound, another offensive rebound. Layup good by Katie Birchall. She's got 4. We've talked about it at length. She's been very good on the offensive board. Cross the lane, Differding gets the pass, layup good. Brindley Differding with the first field goal for the Broncos. As we approach 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter, shot by Potratz doesn't fall. And the rebound is controlled by Kunze. Broncos trailing by half dozen. Quickly into the front court. Here along the near side. Differding dribbles it off her foot into the back court. And they say no, it was actually knocked away by Valley City. Coca got it to Anderson. Now Anderson, right side. Suffolk, far corner, Potratz. Down low, Birchall. Goes up, high off the glass, nope. Rebound is grabbed there by Wertman. And the Broncos will regain control. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Highlanders up 9-3. Pass a little bit too high and off the fingertips of Gilbert, not out of bounds. That's going to bring Rylan Johnson into the lineup here for Valley City. Birchall will sit down. Birchall and Anderson and Coca are along with the Potratz, the 4 JVers. That will get some quality playing time on the varsity game later tonight. There's a turnover for Valley City. That's number 4. Differding picks up the loose ball for the Broncos. Comes across the timeline. Right-hand knee high dribble. Near stolen back there by Coca. Back into the backcourt. She knocks it away again. Grabbed again by Differding. Differding needing some help here. And that's going to be a push. We're going to have a foul called. That will be on Coca. And that will be her second personal. 4th team foul. In the front court, Differding goes down low. Wertman blocked there by Potratz, out of bounds. It will stay with Lisbon. 4:01 remaining. We're in quarter number 1, 9-3. A 6-point advantage here for Valley City. Inbounds comes in, grabbed up, good. Bucket there by Gilbert off the inbound pass by Hoff. 9-5. Valley City lead is at 4. On the far side, Potratz circles around. Runner in the lane. Layup off the glass for 2. Dakota Potratz with 4. 11-5. Highlanders back up by 6. Backcourt, Hoff dribbles it up. Jump pass near side, Differding. Back to Hoff. Lines up the 3. She'll take it. Back iron, too hard. Rebound grab by Potratz for the Highlanders. 3:25 to go here in quarter number 1. Valley City up 11-5. Potratz wanted to pass it. She's tied up. Possession arrow to Valley City. Now we'll bring Bailey LaRue into the lineup, and Maddie Anderson will sit down for the Highliners. Inbounds, baseline near side by Suffolk. She'll bring it in right to Johnson. Ryland's first shot, no. Second shot, no. Rebound off of LaRue and out of bounds. It'll be Lisbon ball. That's going to bring Burchell back into the lineup. Coco will sit down now for Valley City. 3:09 to go in this first quarter. Highlanders up 11-5. In the backcourt, Wertman up ahead, Differding on the run, underneath. Cut off there by Burchell. Turnaround shot, no. LaRue grabs the rebound. Outlets to Suffolk. Down court pass to Potratz. Grab, one dribble layup, good. Count it. Foul, she'll go to the line. Free throw opportunity here and three-point play opportunity for Dakota Potratz. And that foul is going to be on Gilbert, her first, second team. Potratz at the line, first time, 6 points so far. Free throw, make it 7. She hits the free throw. Highlanders to the biggest lead right now at 9, 14-5, 2:54 to go here in the first quarter. Junior varsity girls hoops tonight. C Squad winning earlier, 41-28. There's a near steal. Potratz knocked that out of bounds. Varsity game to follow, scheduled for a 7:30 start. Inbounds, Differding in the backcourt. For the Broncos, brings it up. Dribbles her on Burchell. Works it on the near wing. Dribbles it there, knocked it away by Potratz. Another backdoor pass, Differding. There's a foul called after a nice pass there by Gilbert. So Differding will go to the line and shoot 2. Aiden Jacobson, our official. Foul going to be called on Burchell, her first. 15 foul. So at the line, Brindley Differding, free throw, no. Got 2 points. Madison Anderson in. Potratz will sit down. Free throw up and too hard off the back iron. Burchell rebounds for Valley City to Suffolk. Down court pass. Johnson gets it to the cutter. Anderson. Turnaround shot, no. Rebound grab by Wertman. Broncos back to the way. Wertman dribbles through a double team. All the way down to right of the lane on the baseline. Caught up there by Johnson. Back onto the wing near side off Kunze. Rolls off her leg and out of bounds. Back to Valley City we go. 2:22 to go here in the first quarter. 14-5 Highlanders. This is their biggest lead of the game, sitting at 9. Sepulcool, pass far side, Johnson. Down low, nice catch off the glass, Burchell for 2. Good entry pass by Johnson. Burchell now has 6. They add to that biggest lead. We're in double figures at 11, 16-5, Valley City. Crossover dribble. There's Differding driving in the lane. Nice play there. Brindley Differding, she's got 4. A nice little crossover dribble, and then drove the lane for the easy 2. Near side, there's a steal. Back the other way comes Gilbert. Off the steal. Bounce pass up ahead for Differding. No. It was an odd angle underneath the basket. Hoff clears off the rebound, controls. Into the far corner. Wertman will take a three-pointer off the glass. Right under their rebound, put back up, and good by Gilbert. Karen Gilbert now with 5. 16-9, quickly in the front court. Knocked away by Hoff, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Highlanders. 1:35 to go here in the first quarter. Valley City leading 16-9. I'm not sure if they're getting Matt Nielsen, head official, over talking the scorers table. So here we go on the inbounds. Suffolk, far side, bounce pass to LaRue. Down low, Burchell. And Katie has it knocked away, gets it back on the baseline. Gets it over to Johnson, shot up good. Nope, they're going to say before the shot. They'll say before the shot was the foul. That's going to be called on Differding. That's going to be her second, third team foul. Not a shooting violation, so the inbound will be on the baseline. Suffolk will bring it in for the Highlanders. Bounce pass, brings it in. Johnson shot, no. Rebound on the floor. Grabbed by Differding, then taken away by Anderson. And Madison shot up off the glass for 2. Madison Anderson with the steal in the bucket. She's got 4. 18-9 Valley City. In the front court, no, it could have been a double dribble, no call. Back up top, here's a long 3, top of the key, good on the three-pointer by Taryn Gilbert. 8 points for Gilbert. And it's back to a 6-point game, 18-12, and then knocking away Knocking the ball away, Hoff. And it'll be Highlander ball with exactly 1 minute to go here in this first quarter. Highlanders up 18-12. Bounce pass into LaRue. Goes down low to Burchell. Knocked away. Here come the Broncos off the steal. Down is Differding. Differding lost it, and the loose ball picked up by Anderson, then thrown away. Wortman with the steal. Her layup, no. LaRue clears off her second board. To Suppicool, down court Johnson. Pass a little bit too wide and far for Ryland and out of bounds. And the ball goes back over to Lisbon. Inbounds here, Valley City leading 18-12. On the far wing, Hoff, or check that, Kunze. Off to Wortman. Wortman dribbling in, now backs up. Pass inside, Differding. Layup, no. Rebound, Differding, partially blocked. Burchell clears off the board, controls, outlets it to Suppicool. Back come the Highlanders. Suppicool passing the baseline, LaRue. Back on the wing, Anderson for three, knocking it down. Madison Anderson knocks down the three-pointer. She has got 7, first 3 for Valley City. 21-12. Equaling that biggest lead now at 9 for Valley City. Final seconds here of this first quarter. Pass inside, off the shoulder and out of bounds, and it'll be end of the quarter. So your score at the end of 1 quarter of play is Valley City 21 and Lisbon 12. We're back with the second quarter. This is Highliner Girls Basketball, junior varsity style, from the Hack, live on YouTube on the Highliner TV Network. As we come up for the second quarter, Kaylee Nielsen now will join the lineup along with Bailey LaRue, Nora Peterson, Dakota Potratz, Katie Koka. And coming out now, Bria Sweet will start the second quarter for Lisbon. Joined out there by Differding, Wortman, Hoff, and Carly Mears now out there. Here's up top of the key. Actually checked that is Brian Wiltsey in the lineup now for the Broncos. There's 2 number 4s, but they do have a different uniform. Ball loose on the ground. Loose ball picked up by LaRue. Off to Nielsen. Kaylee Nielsen in the backcourt. Passes far side. Potratz underneath LaRue. Off the glass for 2. Good passing there. Bailey LaRue, who got that loose ball, started the fast break and gets the bucket down low. 23-12. Biggest lead for Valley City. We're going to get a tie-up, and possession arrow will give it to the Highliners. So Highlanders will get the alternate possession, leading by 11. 7:20 remaining here in the second quarter. Top of the key, Potratz. Inside, LaRue. Koka. Potratz. Up top, Nielsen. Nielsen driving through all the way up off the glass for 2. Kaylee Nielsen. Her first shot gets the bucket. 25-12, Highlanders. Crossover dribble, Differding. She comes across. On the wing, here's Wiltsey for 3. Rattles in and out, can't get it to fall. LaRue grabs the rebound. Outlets it to Potratz. Down court pass. That one was knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by Lisbon. So inbound on the baseline here for the Highliners. Leading 25-12 with 6:46 to go, second quarter. Nielsen Inbounds, Peterson. Nora inside, off the glass, rolls off. A rebound there by Hoff for the Broncos. And she'll start up the floor. Gets it past in the front court, Sweet. Sweet all the way down, shovels it into the lane intended for Wiltsey. Went off her hands and out of bounds, and it will be Highlander ball. That'll bring Katie Burchell into the lineup. And sitting down will be LaRue for Valley City. Couple points, 3 rebounds. Ball on the floor for Bailey LaRue. In the front court, here's Potratz. Little spin move down the lane for 2. Potratz now with 9. 27-12. It's a 6-0 start to the quarter here for Valley City. Differting tried to split a double team, lost the dribble, went into the hands of Wiltsey. She'll give it back onto the wing. Here's a 3-pointer left side, rattled out, and no. Shot there by Hoff, rebound back up, no. Another putback attempt doesn't fall, and we've got a free throws coming. Bryn Wiltsey will go to the line, and she will have 2. First team foul on Valley City here in the quarter. That one's going to go against Kaylee Nielsen, her first. Free throw, no. Wiltsey's got another one. Second free throw by the left-hander. Sends it up, and front iron short. Rebound, ground taken by Peterson. Outlet Nielsen. Here come the Highliners. Up by 15. Kaylee Nielsen, coast to coast, all the way down off the glass for 2. Nielsen's got 4, and a timeout taken by the Lisbon Broncos. 5:53 left to go here in this first half. It is Valley City 29 and Lisbon 12. We're back with more Highliner girls basketball live from the Hack on the Highliner Activity Network. As we come out of the timeout for Lisbon, they have the ball, trailing 29-12. Highliners with an 8-0 run here to start this second quarter. Inbounds, backcourt, Differting. She'll give it off. Hoff, and then knocked away by Coca, out of bounds. And it will stay with Valley City. Now again, quick conversation. I think this shot clock and or game clock check. And Matt Nielsen. And Jamie Howard comes over, double checks. And they are going to take the 7 seconds. They do a recall on the scoreboard, and that automatically has the clock where it was at when it was last reset. And so it's at 28 seconds. Inbound, backcourt, Differting. Up ahead, stolen by Nielsen. Kaylee off to Coca, back to Kaylee. Top of the key, Potratz left alone for 3. Off the glass, the bank is open here on a Thursday night in Valley City as Coca now has 12. Another steal by the Highliners. Here's Peterson launching a 3-pointer. Nope, a long 2. Long 2 by Nora. And another timeout taken by the Broncos. A 3-pointer and a long 2 by Valley City. And they now lead it by a score of 34-12. We're back with more Highliner girls basketball live from the Hack on the Highliner Activity Network. Well, Valley City has started off this quarter with a 13-0 run and lead it now by 22, 34-12 with 5:20 to go here in this second quarter. Wiltsey up ahead, loose ball Hoffman, turnaround gets it out to Differting. Her shot doesn't fall. A rebound grab by Nielsen. Back on the Highliners, Kaylee Nielsen into the front court. Nielsen all the way down, bounce pass, try to get it to Burchell. Off her shin, she grabs it, gets it to Potratz on the near wing. Back up top Nielsen, far side Peterson. Nora gets it back up top to Potratz, dribble drive in the lane. Bounce pass to Burchell underneath, lost the handle, rolls out of bounds. Lisbon ball. That ball goes back over to the Broncos. Token pressure here by Valley City. Differting in the backcourt. Gonna get trapped. Passes in the front court, Wiltsey. Wiltsey dribble drive. Dumps it off. Far side. Meyers. And Meyers can't complete it. Rebound or loose ball picked up Burchell. Potratz up ahead for Coca. A little finger roll, no. Rebound Nora Peterson up, no. And Nora's gonna go to the free throw line and shoot two. That'll be the first foul here on Lisbon in the quarter. And that foul's gonna be called on Wiltsey. That's gonna be her first. So at the free throw line, Nora Peterson shooting two. Peterson with 2 points. And still does. Misses that one. A line drive off the back end. Suffolk and Johnson in for Valley City. Jada Kunze back in for Lisbon. And the free throw by Peterson's up and rattles around. Can't get it to go. A rebound taken down by the Broncos. Back the other way comes Differting. Into the backcourt. Comes across the timeline. Differting here to the near wing. Watch there by Coca. From the free throw line. Far corner. Sweet. Three-pointer. Air ball. Ooh, look out. Suffolk had the inside positioning on the rebound. And going up was Hoff. And she literally was doing a piggyback ride on Suffolk. And Kinley just kind of held her ground while she had Hoff on her back, but no problem. They both went to the ground, but easily. Suffolk will pick up her first personal second team foul here in the quarter. Inbounds, brought in, shot up by Wiltsey, no. Rebound, Peterson has it for Valley City. Nora gets it off to Suffolk. She'll start up the floor. Suffolk on that far side, on the wing. She'll take the 19-footer short. Rebound is going to go off of Nora Peterson, out of bounds, Lisbon ball. As we hit the halfway part, the halfway point here in the second quarter, Valley City up 34-12. Ooh, could have been a carry. Differting comes across the timeline. Out of Hoff up top. Pass knocked away by Coca. Picked up by Wiltsey. Into the corner, Sweet left side. Dribbles all the way in, left of the lane, partially blocked by Coca, and grabbed by Johnson. Riley gets it off to Coca. Here come the Highlanders back the other way. Coca in the front court to Suffolk. Far side, Nielsen. Back to Suffolk. Three-pointer right wing, short. And it's going to go far corner, and Nielsen can't get to it in time. Out of bounds. It'll be Highlander ball. Or Lisbon ball, part that. 3 minutes, 29 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Valley City up 34-12. In the front court, Differting, over and back. Yep. She's picked up that foot and put it down on the backcourt side of the half-court line and called for over and back. So the turnover gives the ball back to Valley City. Suffolk Nielsen. Nielsen on the wing. Back up top, Coca from 19. Off the glass for two. Katie Coca using the glass here. She's got three. Highlanders up 36-12. 15-0 run to start the quarter, or in the quarter here for Valley City. Jump ball, possession arrow will give it over to Lisbon. With 3:04 to go in this second quarter. Across the timeline. Hoff hands it off to Kunze. Kunze up top, near side. Long three taken by Wiltsey off the mark. Rebound on the floor, grabbed there by Johnson. Off to Nielsen. Here come the Highlanders. Nielsen into the front court, Suffolk. Suffolk going in. Shot up, over missed everything. Rebound controlled by Kunze, and the Broncos come back the other way. Kunze in the front court. Cross court pass to Sweet. Sweet hands it off. Here's Wiltsey for three. No. Off the rim. Rebound Differting. Blocked there by Coca. Jump ball, possession arrow to Valley City. So it'll be Highlander ball on the alternate possession. And that will bring Carly Myers back in. Carly Myers back in the lineup. And she will check in for the Broncos. Valley City with the basketball. 2:24 to go, second quarter, leading 36-12. Nielsen up top, here near side, Nora Woolhart, who checked in. Woolhart has the ball knocked away, out of bounds, stays with Valley City. Rylan Johnson, Kaylee Nielsen, Nora Woolhart, Kinley Suffolk, Nora Peterson, the 5 on the floor for Valley City. Mayers, along with Sweet, Wiltsey, Differding, and Kunze, the 5 on the floor for Lisbon. There's a travel called. Suffolk called for the travel, and the ball goes back over to Lisbon. With 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining here in this second quarter, Valley City up by 24. Top of the key, Sweet in the lane, hands it off, and Wiltsey is tripped up as she heads down. That'll be team foul number 4 on Valley City in the quarter. Nora Peterson will pick up her first. Actually, that's the third team foul. Inbounds comes right in, Kunze underneath. Nice job there by Peterson getting the way. Sweet, top of the key for 3, off the mark. Long rebound, grabbed by Woolhart for Valley City. Off to Suffolk. Highlanders back the other way. Pass into the front court, Peterson. Dribbles through a double team. Off balance shot, no. Rebound, Johnson had it. It's on the floor, and it's picked up by the Broncos. Near steal back by Peterson. And now up the floor. Across the timeline comes Bria Sweet. Top of the key. Hands it off to Kunze. Kunze picks up the dribble. Pass stolen by Johnson. Riley gets ahead to Peterson. Peterson for Valley City coming down. And there's a travel for Nora. She was going to pass it to a trailer, but took an extra step when she turned around to do so. So the ball goes back over to the Broncos with 1:23 to go. Broncos looking for their first points here of the quarter. Bryn Wiltsey was at the line. That's been their scoring opportunity right now. Here's a three-pointer by Sweet, and there it is. Hoff, check that. Hoff with the three-pointer. Cameron Hoff. And it took almost 7 minutes for that point, that bucket for Lisbon here in this quarter. 36-15. Down low, Nielsen, turnaround jumper, good. Kaylee Nielsen, 6 all here in this quarter. 38-15, Valley City. Inside a minute to go in the quarter. Three-pointer near side, Kunze. Air ball, backside, off the hands of Nora Woolhart. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Lisbon. Ellie Quall will now check in the lineup here for the Broncos. Freshman, 5'6". Inbounds, baseline. Up onto the wing, stolen by Nielsen. Kaylee goes up and steals that one down. Suffolk does a little Euro step, goes in. Shot and misfires. Rebound, Wiltsey has it. And the Broncos can go for that last shot if they wish. It's about a 1 second plus differential. Here along the near side, setting up the three. Mayers takes it, missed it. Long rebound, grabbed there by Nielsen. She'll bring it across the timeline. 20 seconds to go, top of the key, Suffolk. Peterson in the lane. Back to Nielsen. Suffolk, down low, Rylan Johnson. Little turn on hook, didn't get it to go. Lisbon can one more last rush here. Wiltsey, three-pointer left wing, airmails a high arcer and knocks it down, and that's going to do it for the end of the quarter. So a couple of late threes as Lisbon scores their 6 points in the final minute 10 of the quarter. Your score at the end of the first half, it is Valley City 38 and Lisbon 18. We're back with more. This is Highlander Girls Basketball live from the Hack on the Highlander Activity Network. Miss Jazz? Or high kick? Or kick? Not sure. I know you're ballet. The Valley City Highlight varsity dance team. And right before that, we saw the junior varsity. We'll see them again at halftime of the varsity basketball game. We are at halftime of our JV basketball. Valley City leading it by a score of 38-18. Let's take a look at the scoring in this one for Lisbon. They're led by Taryn Gilbert. She had 8 points, all that coming in the first quarter. 4 points from Brinley Dipperding, all in the first quarter. 3 points from Bryn Wiltsey, all in the second quarter. And 3 points from Cameron Hoff. That 1-3 came in the second quarter for their total of 18. They had 12 in the first quarter and 6 in the second. And they actually didn't score that first bucket until the three-pointer by Cameron Hoff came at about a 110, 115 left to go in the quarter. And then just about 40 seconds left to go in the quarter. Another three by Lisbon for their 2 field goals in that second quarter. Valley City, paced by Dakota Potratz. She finished with 12, and she is done for the night, as she will now get ready for the varsity game. Maddie Anderson, 6 in the first half. 6 points from Katie Burchell, 6 points from Kaylee Nielsen, 3 points from Katie Koka, 2 points from Nora Peterson, and 2 points from Bailey LaRue for their total of 38. They had 21 in the first quarter and 17 in the second quarter. Burchell and Dakota Potratz are the only two that will not be on the bench here for the second half of this junior varsity game, because they'll get quality minutes in with Valley City's varsity. Maddie Anderson will as well, and you can play 6 quarters a night, so she may not play the fourth quarter and get ready for the varsity game, or she may I don't know what she is out there warming up, so she will start here in the third quarter. 38-18, Valley City leading by 20, and their biggest lead was at one time 22 points actually, when they led 34-12. Actually it was 36-12. It was a 15-0 run to start the quarter, and they led 36-12. That 24-point margin was the largest margin in the first half for Valley City. We've got the opening, the start of the second half, the third quarter coming up here. We'll step aside. This is Highliner Girls Basketball live from the Hack on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Valley City will send out Kaylee Nielsen, Maddie Anderson, Kinley Sefakul, Rylan Johnson, and Katie Koka will be the 5 on the floor for Valley City. Start things here in this second half. It will be Lisbon ball to start the third quarter. Lisbon will have Cameron Hoff, Brindley Differding, Bria Sweet, Taryn Gilbert, and Ryan Wertman to start here in the second half. On the far wing, Wertman dribbling against Anderson. On the wing, free throw line, in the lane, lost to Anderson with the steal. Off the Suffolk, and then Wertman took it right back. On the wing, Differding goes down low. And we're going to have a jump ball. Possession, we'll give it to Valley City off the jump ball. So Highlanders will get the possession. 7.5 minutes here in this third quarter. 30 seconds gone. Still waiting for our first score. There's a near block or a block. Loose ball, Differding for the Broncos. Back to the way. And then dribbles it off her leg, off her knee, and out of bounds. Started getting up court off the transition and turns it over. Highlanders will bring it back up the floor. Game 2 of our triple-header tonight. C-Squad winning earlier, 41-28. Pass in the lane. Johnson, hey, nice little up and under move by Ryland. Nothing on the first attempt. Got the rebound. Got it out to Anderson. Top of the key, Suffolk. Near side, Nielsen. Kaylee dribbles into the lane. Her little jumper is short. Rebound off several sets of hands. Finally controlled by the Broncos. Down low. Differding. Crossover dribble. Dribbles it off her knee. Koka has it. And travel. Talking with Dad Jay earlier. Katie's got one speed. That's full throttle. And she is very active, especially on the defensive end of the floor. They reach in there again. Watch it by Wertman. Far side, Hoffman. Circling in. The runner by Hoffman, or by Hoff doesn't go. Rebound up, no, by Gilbert, but she'll get some free throws. Ball called against Valley City. And that foul will be the first of the quarter. It will be on Koka, her third. So Differding out the line, shooting 2, good on the first. 9 points for Differding. 2 for 3 at the line. And the right-hander's free throw is up and off the mark. Rebound, Nielsen controls for Valley City. Lead is at 19. Highlanders back the other way. Nielsen in the front court. And here carry in the lane. Bounce pass. Ball knocked away by Hop. We're going to get a jump ball and possession back to Lisbon. So the Broncos get the ball back on the alternate possession. Pass to Differding. She'll come across the timeline. Differding through a double team. Shot off the glass for 2. Brindley Differding now with 6. 3-0 start to the quarter here by the Broncos. They're down 38-21. There's the ball knocked away and out of bounds. And Coach Tara Glant wants to talk it over for Valley City. Timeout on the floor with 6 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Highlanders up 38-21. We're back with more Valley City Highlander girls basketball live from the Hack on the Highlander Activity Network. Six minutes, 11 seconds left to go. We're in quarter number 3. Valley City on top, 38-21. This is a junior varsity game between the Highliners and Lisbon. Broncos off to a good start here, 3-0 to start this third quarter. Inbounds, and now when the bounce pass went off the shin of Maddie Anderson and out of bounds. Well, the turnover gives the ball back over to Lisbon. And up the floor with a right-handed dribble. Wertman comes across. Far side. Check that. Sweet. Top of the key. Hoff for three. Rolls off. Can't get it to go. Coca goes up with Differding. And it's going to be possession arrow over to Valley City. So the Highliners will get the ball on the alternate possession. And the down court pass off the press. Coca has it. Into the front court. Right of the lane. And guess what? Ooh, they say she, before the travel, she was fouled. That's going to be called on Gilbert. That'll be her second. First team foul. Almost looked like she wanted to bounce pass through the lane and travel, but they say a foul occurred. Suffolk up top to Coca. Far side Anderson. Quick catch and release. Off the rim, off the backboard. And Sweet and Suffolk, and then Suffolk throws Sweet down to the ground. And it will be alternate possession over to Lisbon. So the Broncos with the alternate possession will bring it up the floor. Trailing 38-21. Shot partially blocked by Nielsen. Coca grabs the loose ball for Valley City. Far sideline, brings it up the floor. Bounce pass in the lane, Johnson. Johnson back up top. Anderson, Nielsen, Suffolk back to Nielsen. Long two. Shot doesn't go. Rebound comes out here to the wing and grabbed by Differding. Lisbon back to the way. Differding across the timeline. Crossover dribble. Goes around Coca. Stop, pop from 10. No. Rebound grabbed there by Maddie Anderson. To Suffolk. Suffolk down court pass. That misfires. Goes right in the hands of Bria Sweet. Here are the Broncos back the other way. Sweet, her pass in the lane, knocked away. It's on the ground. Loose ball picked up by Coca. Has it knocked away. Coca reaches back in. Jump ball, possession arrow back to Valley City. So it'll be Highliner ball on the alternate possession. That'll bring Bailey LaRue into the lineup for the Highliners. 4:53 to go here in this third quarter. Highliners still looking for their first point. Anderson, far side, Suffolk, pass, Coca in the front court, layup off the glass for two. There's the first bucket of the second half for Valley City. 40-21. It almost took 3.5 minutes. Lisbon in the front court, up top, spin, Wertman, Sweet, three-pointer from the corner, air ball, rebound, back into the near corner, three-pointer left side doesn't go. Differding clears off the board. She goes up, partially blocked, gets a nut back, free throw line, Gilbert. Near side, three-pointer by Wertman off the mark. Another offensive rebound, that didn't go. And another offensive rebound, Differding. On the wing, Gilbert. Back up top, Wertman will try another three-pointer. And, of course, all these offensive rebounds, the shot clock never reset because it wasn't hitting the rim. And we're going to have a foul with 1 second on the shot clock. Valley City bails out Lisbon, nearly had a shot clock violation. And so the foul underneath called against Madison Anderson. That'll be her first, second team. Free throw up, good. Taryn Gilbert at the line. She has 10 points, 3 for 5 at the line. Missed that one. Rebound, Anderson clears it off. And down court pass intended for Coca, but it was knocked away and out of bounds. Highliner ball. Norm Peterson now will check in for Valley City. We'll bring Madison Anderson to the bench. 3:52 to go here in the third quarter. Highliners leading 40-22. Here's Nielsen looking to inbounds. Needs to hurry. Finally got it in, but not before a timeout taken by Valley City. It will be a 30-second timeout taken by the Highliners. 3:51 left to go here in quarter number 3. 40-22, Highliners leading by 18. This is Highliner Girls Basketball live from the Hack on YouTube and the Highliner Activity Network. Highliners, they have 1 full and 1:30 left. Lisbon with 2 fulls and a 30 left in the timeout department. Inbounds will be on the baseline. Kaylee Nielsen will bring it in for Valley City. And brings it in again, needs to hurry, get it in, got it into Suffolk. Up top, Coca, back to Nielsen. Nielsen, double team, trap, gets it out, Coca. Right side. LaRue, Nielsen fakes the shot, driving in. Her little teardrop good. Foul counted. And Kaylee Nielsen will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity here. That is the second team foul on Lisbon. Hoff will pick up her first. At the line, Nielsen for the N1. Free throw, good. So Kaylee Nielsen with 9. 43-22. Highliners trailing by or leading by 21 with 3:37 left to go here in the quarter. Start the clock there, Tess. There we go. On the near side, Mares stolen by Sepulveda, but can't keep it from going out of bounds. The ball will stay with Lisbon. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Highliners up 43-22. Inbounds brought in Wortman. Up top in the lane. Gilbert driving in. Shot taken by Mares. Doesn't go. Rebound Nielsen has it for Valley City. Nielsen in the backcourt. Will come across. Right-handed hip high dribble. Back to the left hand. Driving in the lane. Back behind Nora Peterson. Long two. Good by Nora Peterson. A line drive that swishes. She's got 4. 45-22, Valley City. Wortman up top. Picks up the dribble. Watched there by Sepulveda. Passes far side as Mares tied up by Nora Peterson. It'll stay with Lisbon. On the alternate possession, Lisbon ball. On the far sideline. Mares brings it in. Up top. Well, and driving in Wortman and a layup before the shot. Foul called on Valley City. That'll be the third team foul on the Highliners. Sepulveda will pick up her second. Inbound baseline. Sweet for Lisbon. Brings it in. That one off a couple of sets of hands. Picked up by LaRue. Gets it off to Coca. Into the front court. Coca will circle around. Top of the key to Nielsen. Nielsen gives it off to Sepulveda. Sepulveda inside pass intended for LaRue. Stolen by Gilbert. Backcourt. Wortman now will bring it up for the Broncos. Cross the logo. Top of the key. Pass near side. Differding. Driving into the lane. Runner off the glass too hard. Peterson with the rebound for Valley City. Back off to Coca. Islanders back to the way, leading by 23. Here's Peterson, right side. Inside pass, LaRue. Pass far corner, Sepulveda. She'll drive in, going up strong. High off the glass, no. Rebound underneath is grabbed there by Sweet. Back to the way come the Broncos. Sweet into the front court. As we approach 2 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. Three-pointer by Wortman is in. Riot Wortman knocks down the three-pointer. Her first points of the game. 45-25. Here's Peterson driving in for the Highliners, trying to get it off to LaRue. Did, but before the pass, there was a foul called on Lisbon. That's going to be their third team foul here in the quarter. At least I have them for 3. The scoreboard has them for 1, maybe 2. Inbounds baseline. Nielsen. And that is a 5-second call. Well, that's a couple of inbound situations, 3 here in the second half that they have had a situation where one they got a timeout before a 5-second call, one they barely got it in. That time they did not get it in. Here's Differding for the Broncos in the front court. On the wing, Mares stops, pop from 18, rolls off. Rebound Nielsen for Valley City. Kaylee Nielsen starts up the floor now for the Highliners, leading 45-25, 90 seconds to go, third quarter. Up top, near side, baseline, underneath the basket, into Peterson, shot by Nora, good. Nora Peterson with 6, 47-25. And a near travel, Wortman got it off to Differding, and she did travel. She ran into a double team and drug a couple of feet. Rylan Johnson back in for Valley City, as is Ashlyn Hartzell. With 1:11 to go here in the third quarter, Highlanders up 47-25. Bryn Wiltsey will check in here for Lisbon. Nielsen in the backcourt. Comes across the logo. Highlanders with the ball, leading by 22 as we approach 1 minute to go, third quarter. Driving all the way in Anderson. Shot no, hits the bottom of the rim. And a foul going to be called on Lisbon. That's going to be team foul number 4 on the Broncos. Anderson at the line. That foul called on Gilbert, her 3rd. Free throw up by Maddie. Good. Anderson with 8. This is her first trip to the line. And the right-hander, Benson sends number 2. Back iron too hard. Rebound, Hartzell tips it onto the far sideline, and then is grabbed by Lisbon. They come back to the way with Sweet into the front court. Circles the wagons and waits for everybody to get by her. On the far wing, driving through, nice pass underneath by Wiltsey. They kick it back out. Here's the runner by Wiltsey. The runner there by Wertman doesn't go. And they say it was tipped by Valley City and out of bounds. Lisbon ball with 37.9 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Inbounds comes right in, up off the glass, count it, by Mayers off the inbounds. That is her first 2. 48-27 Valley City. Shot clock is off. They can hold for the last shot. Nielsen in the front court for the Highliners. Dribbles all the way around, going up strong. Shot comes up short. Rebound saved in and then off the ankles and out of bounds. On off the ankles of Mayers after Gilbert saved it in. So the ball goes back over to, or stays with Valley City with 20.9 seconds to go. Inbounds, Anderson, her shot no. Rebound, Bria Sweet has it for the Broncos. Sweet comes back to the way, into the front court, loses the dribble, and can't save it before it went out of bounds. And the turnover gives the ball back over to Valley City. 11.6 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Highliners up, pass near side, through the hands of Coca, out of bounds, Lisbon ball. With 5.9 seconds to go. Inbounds here in the near sideline. Brought into Sweet. Sweet comes across the timeline. And then she is stumbled, and with 1.6 seconds to go, Coca just picked up her 4th personal. 4th team foul. Sweet will inbound on the far sideline. That's going to bring Suffolk in. Coca will sit down. And the free throw is brought in up top. Long 3 right before the end of the quarter. No good by Mayers. And that will end at quarter number 3. Your score at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's Valley City 48 and Lisbon 27. We're back with the 4th quarter. This is Highliner Girls Basketball from the Hack, live on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Bailey LaRue, Madison Anderson, Kinley Suffolk, Nora Peterson, and Nora Woolhart will be the 5 to start this 4th quarter for Valley City. And on the other side for Lisbon, they will have Bryn Wiltsey out there along with Cameron Hoff. There's a pass that goes out of bounds. Brinley Differding. Ellie Quall, along with Jada Kunze, the 5 on the floor for the Broncos. Just getting things started, 4th quarter. And there's a travel, picking up the dribble, taking that extra step, did Differding. Another travel, gives the ball back to Valley City. Low scoring 3rd quarter, just 10-9 in favor of the Highliners. but still maintaining a 21-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Here's Anderson. Stop, pop, shot, swish. Maddie Anderson with a bucket. She's in double figures with 10. Potratz had 12 all in the first half. We're not playing here in the second half. Getting ready for the varsity game. Here's Dipperding. Free throw line. Pass far wing. Kunze wants to go back to Dipperding and does. Top of the key. Right hand dribble starting in Dipperding. Lost it. Loose ball picked up by Anderson. Has Suffolk with her. Anderson coming down. Right of lane. Nice spin move in the lane. No. Suffolk with the putback. No. Gets the rebound back. Tried to outlet it. Ball was tipped and is picked off and controlled by Quall. Here come the Broncos back the other way. Off in the front court. And a turnover on a foul called there on Nora Peterson. Nora will pick up her second. First team foul of the quarter for Valley City. Somehow the ball got away all the way down in the backcourt. Inbounds will be on the far sideline. Off will bring it in here for Lisbon. Up top, Dipperding. Pass here near corner. Wiltsey, dribble drive, shot up with the left hand, no. Rebound off the hands of Sweet, out of bounds, Valley City ball. 50-27, Highlanders lead by 23 with 6 minutes, 45 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Suffolk, far side, Anderson, she'll come across the timeline. Anderson driving in, passing the baseline, that one right to the hands of Nora Woolhart. And she's looking at her hands saying, how did you fail me? That one came racing over to him, right through the hands and out of bounds. Broncos will bring the ball up the floor, trailing by 23. 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Dipperding. And a blocking foul there. That's going to be Suffolk's third. Second team foul of the quarter already on Valley City. Another free throw coming, or inbounds coming. On the sideline. And looking, Hoff brings it into the cutter, ball free. Comes up top, grabbed there by Wiltsey. On the near wing, pass off to Hoff, went through her hands, and then went out of bounds. Ball goes back to Valley City. With 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Kaylee Nielsen will check in for the Highlanders. And coming back in, Carly Mayers will check in for the Broncos. Go back to the way. Suffolk for Valley City. Across the timeline. Right hand dribble. Top of the key. And try to go inside. Foul called. Dipperding there was there defensively. She'll pick up her third personal foul. First team foul of the quarter on Lisbon. Inbounds near sideline. Suffolk bounce pass in for Peterson. Nora traveled. Yep. Kind of took that step and thought maybe I can go one more. No. And the turnover gives it back over the Broncos. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Driving through Dipperding. Hands it off Wilson, and she had it knocked away, and a foul called on Valley City. And that's going to be on Madison Anderson. That'll be her second. Third team foul of the quarter. Scoreboard has her for 4, but I believe it's only 2. I might have missed one along the way, maybe 2. Up top, Dipperding, dribble drive, in the lane, shot up, good. Brindley Dipperding with 8. 50-29, Highlanders. Nielsen, Anderson. Head shoulder fake, driving all the way in. Little runner from the baseline, no. Peterson rebound up and good. Nora Peterson now with 8. 52-29, Valley City. Top of the key, shot that was blocked by Anderson on the three-point attempt. And then we have a loose ball foul called on Nora Peterson. That'll be her third personal. Fourth team foul. That'll bring Coca and Ryland Johnson in for Valley City. Inbounds, baseline. Looking, brought in, stolen by Nielsen. Gailey hands it off to Anderson. She'll bring it up the floor. Highliners up 52-29. 5:17 to go. Fourth quarter. Anderson in. Kicks it off to Coca. Three-pointer from the wing. Hits the front of the rim. Nielsen grabs the rebound for Valley City. Turnaround faces the basket. Kicks it off to Peterson. Nora driving in. Back to Coca. Gives it back to Peterson in the near corner. Nora gives it back off to Coca. Coca here near side. Nice pass. Running through. Anderson layup. Good, and count it. Madison Anderson now with 12. And count the bucket. And the chance at the three-point play. That's going to be on Carly Mayers. Her first. Second team foul. So at the free throw line, Anderson with the N1. She hits this, she'll take over the top scorer for Valley City right now in the game. She does, and she is. 13, 5 in the quarter. 55-29 Highliners. Inside 5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Differding in the front court. Wants to pass near side, knocked away by Coca. On the ground, grabbed there by Johnson. Coca somehow got it to Anderson. Now to Nielsen, she'll start up the floor. Across the timeline, Nielsen, far side Coca. Into the corner, Peterson. Nora looks inside, nothing there. Still holding it, now into the corner to Coca. Down low Nielsen, backs her way in. Turnaround shot up good by Kaylee Nielsen. She's in double figures now with 11. 57-29 Valley City. Up top, Wiltsey driving all the way in, and a foul called. And I guess Madison Anderson did have 4, because I think that's her 5th. No, it's not. Like I said, I think they added one to her. I only have her for 3. Free throw is good. So that is only her 3rd. The scoreboard had 4, but it is for Maddie only her 3rd. Free throw was good. 57-30. And good on both there by Bryn Wiltsey. 57-31 Highliners. 4:10 to go. Driving through Anderson. Lost the dribble. Ball knocked away. It's on the ground. Jump ball. And possession arrow to Valley City. So the Highliners will get the alternate possession. With 4:05 remaining, 57-31. In the front corner, I said Valley City, I meant Lisbon. I had the arrow right. Three-pointer by Kunze, long two-do. Anderson rebound. Now to Nielsen. Here come the Highliners back to the way. Madison Anderson across the timeline. Right-hand dribble here near wing. Picked up the dribble. Up top, Nielsen. Nielsen starts in to Coca. Coca, little teardrop right inside the free throw line, no. Gets her own rebound back far corner. Back onto the wing to Nielsen. Nielsen, inside pass, Johnson. Riley goes one way, back the other, double dribble. Turnover, and the ball goes back over to the Lisbon Broncos with 3:32 to go here in this fourth quarter. Valley City up 57-31. Quickly in the front court, Differding gets it in, Wiltsey, no. Differding follow, no. Rebound. Here near side, tie up, possession to Valley City. So the Highliners will get the ball back with 3:22 remaining in this fourth quarter, leading 57-31. Nielsen all the way down in the lane, picked up the dribble, off the face there of Peterson, and loose ball picked up by Mayers. Mayers in the backcourt, now Differding. Differding will bring it across, all the way up, free throw line, in the lane. Try to pass it off, Anderson with the steal. Highlanders come back, 3 minutes to go here in this one. Highlanders have been in control pretty much from the get-go. And a timeout taken by Coach Glant. It is a full timeout, and that'll be your final full timeout of the game. 2:58 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Valley City up 57-31. We'll be back with more. This is Highliner Girls Basketball from the Hack, live on YouTube and the Highliner Activity Network. Well, kind of a busy week here for Valley City Athletics. Coming up here this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the Valley City Highliner boys junior varsity team, they are taking part over in the Barnes County tournament. And tonight they play Barnes County North in the first game. And we'll get updates throughout our varsity game here tonight of that one as they tip off here in about 15-20 minutes. Also this weekend here at home, the Valley City Highliner gymnastics team. They'll have their only home meet of the year. That'll be tomorrow at the Youth Sports Complex. Wabaton and Fargo Public Schools will be in town for that triangular. Wrestling's on the road. There's a pass inside for Nielsen from Coca. And Kaylee now will go to the line and shoot some free throws. That is the third team foul of the quarter on Lisbon. And that will be number 2 on Wiltsey. So at the line, Kaylee Nielsen, she's 1 for 1, 11 points. Free throw up, good. She's got 12. 58-31. Another free throw here by the right-hander. Sends it up. Another but net. 13 now for Nielsen. This is the high water mark for the Highliners in scoring here this year, 59, leading 59-31 with 2:45 remaining fourth quarter. Differding works her way through. Pass here near wing. In Mares. Mares thought about the three and then double dribble. And turns the ball back over. 59-31 Valley City leading, 28-point advantage. Highlanders score on this strip down the floor. We'll have running clock for the remainder of this one as we approach 2.5 minutes to go. Anderson in the far corner. Down low. Rylan Johnson off the glass. Count it. She's fouled. She'll go to the line. Rylan on the scoreboard. That's her first points of the night. Foul called on Wiltsey. That'll be her third. So Johnson at the line for the N1. And the right-hander getting ready to shoot here. Ashlyn Hartzell in as well for Valley City. And Johnson misfires on the free throw, and then Maddie Anderson ties her up. And the jump ball will give it over to Lisbon. Bronco ball. With 2:26 remaining here in the fourth quarter, Highlanders are now up 60. I don't think they got 61 on the board. I don't think it's 61. I'll double check. I might be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last. Here's Hartzell grabbing the rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball possession to Valley City. It is 61. I apologize. It is a 30-point game, so that should be running clock here for the rest of this one, with the Highlanders up 61-31. Anderson in the front court near side. Madison has the ball knocked away, gets it back. Coca down inside. Nielsen back to Coca. Thought about the three, doesn't shoot. Drives in, kicks it onto the wing. Johnson driving baseline. Ryland shot no. Gets her on rebound no. And she's going to go to the free throw line and shoot a couple of charity tosses. Well, of course, you know, we have the young people helping out at the scores table, so I don't think they're aware of the running clock rule, and the officials haven't said anything. Here's Johnson at the line shooting 2. First one, swish. Riley now 1 for 2 at the line, 3 points. 62-31 Valley City. Suffolk, Coca, Johnson, LaRue, and Hartzell. The 5 on the floor for Valley City. The lefty's second one, off the mark. Hoff grabs the rebound, back the other way. Here come the Broncos, 62-31 Valley City. Pass on the baseline, quick shot, Wiltsey up, rolls it in. Got the quick shot and the bucket. She's got 4 in the quarter, 7 for the game. 62-33, and a minute and a half to go here in the fourth quarter. Cross court, Coca driving through, through the double team, off the glass, no. Rebound into the hands of Mayers. She'll bring it out of the pack with it. Near side, Differding across the timeline. Differding top of the key, right hand hip high dribble. Pass to the far side, Kunze. Kunze gets it up top to Hoff. Hoff working against LaRue. Runner in the lane, Tuhop. Rebound back up by Kunze, no. Rebound back up. That doesn't go underneath. Grabbed by Differding. She'll step back. Thought about the long 2. Doesn't do it. Pass down low. That one off the leg of Hartzell and out of bounds. So it will stay with Lisbon with 55.5 seconds to go. It is a 62-33 Highliner advantage. I think they're going to tell them about the running clock. Or they set it, pardon me, they reset the shot clock. Inbounds comes in, Marish can't get it, gets her own rebound, tried to hand it off to Dipperding, she gets nearly tied up. Loose ball on the ground, picked up by Hoff, up and in. Cameron Hoff now with 5 with the bucket inside. 62-35. Final 40 seconds of this one. Top of the key, LaRue. She'll get it off far side, Johnson, Suffolk, ball knocked away out of bounds. 62-35, Valley City. So they will run their record of 5-5 on the year. Inbounds in the far corner, rolls out of bounds, and it will be Lisbon ball. Actually, they'll go one game above 500, 5-4 with this win. Now they got the 27.5 seconds to go. Shot clock off, final seconds tick off here. Near side, Kunze, long two from the near wing, good by Jada Kunze. 62-37. Highlanders can dribble it out. Suffolk to Coca, across the timeline. 5 seconds to go. Valley City will pick up the win here in junior varsity basketball. There's a steal, back to the way, no shot attempt. Your final score. It's the Highliners 62 and Lisbon 37. We'll be back, total things up here from the Hack. This is Highliner girls basketball from the Hack, live on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Let's take a look at the scoring in this one. First for the Lisbon Broncos, one player in double figures. That was Taryn Gilbert. She finished with 10 tonight. Brinley Dipperding had 8. Bryn Wiltsey finished with 7. 5 from Cameron Hoff. 3 points from Riot Wertman, and 2 points each from Carly Maris and Jada Kunze for their total of 37. They had 12 in the first quarter, 6 in the second, 9 in the third, and 10 in the fourth quarter. Valley City, 3 players in double figures, leading the way. Kaylee Nielsen with 13. Matt Anderson had 13. Dakota Potratz with 12. 8 from Nora Peterson. 6 points from Katie Burchell. 5 points from Katie Coca. 3 points from Rylan Johnson. And a field goal from Bailey LaRue for their total of 62. 21 in the first quarter, 17 in the second, 10 in the third, and 14 in the fourth. So Valley City now 5-4 for the junior varsity. And now the varsity will be taking center stage here. And looks like it'll probably be about a 7:45 tip-off. We'll be back with our pregame. The Highliners and the Broncos coming up. Our final game of our triple header here from the Hack. This is Highliner Girls Basketball, live on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network.